bless me. Get ready to pray. Let us think about all the ones that we're praying for.
Amen.
And we'll get ready to pray. My Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for waking us up this morning, starting us on our way.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, this is the day that you have made. And we will rejoice and be glad in this day.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving us one more day. Thank you for keeping us one more day. Thank you for watching over us all night long. Thank you for putting us to sleep on last night. And
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, we love you with all of our hearts and soul and mind. So we come to you with thanksgiving in our hearts. Thank you for everything that you have done for us. Everything you're going to do for us. We just want to keep saying thank you that we
Thank
love
you,
you
Lord.
so much, Lord Jesus. You've done so much for us. We cannot tell it all. But we just ask you this morning, Lord, you just touch the sick, just thank you for touching us this morning. And we thank you for everything, Lord Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Now, a little choir can come to us with a couple selection. Let's give them a hand as they come, y'all. Let's give them a hand. Now, baby.
as we come up on these months, October, November, and December, we know they're pretty busy months for us, and so encouraging you all to definitely listen and adhere to the announcements over the next couple of weeks, and as well as the remainder of the year. It's amazing how fast these years go now.
Yes,
And
yes.
I was thinking the other day, I call this, we've already turned the corner. And for 2018, and we're in the home stretch now.
Yeah.
And but just a few announcements. First of all, each year we volunteer at the City Rescue Mission. Our first date to do that is this coming Saturday, October 20th at 4:30. We will start. We meet down there at 4:30. Asking all that can, be sure. We have a sign-up sheet out in the hallway. Sign up. We need as many volunteers as we can. And also, if you're going to be there that Saturday, make sure you wear one of your church T-shirts. And so that's this coming Saturday for our city rescue. Also this month, of course, our fall festival, the date has been changed. If you have your church calendar, it probably says the 27th. We're going to do that on the 26th, October 26th, that Friday night, beginning at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, I believe they're still taking volunteers to help work with that night. If you want to volunteer, see Melissa, and she can give you some directions and tell you some of the areas they're needing some help in. We do know that we need help in bringing good candy. And I appreciate y'all. Some of you all, I've been watching the bucket out there, and some of you all are bringing some good candy. And but we want to definitely make sure we create an environment and an atmosphere that where we can all be safe, our children can be safe, and at the same time still have some fun. And so I encourage y'all to do the best you can and support this. If you can buy as many bags as you can, definitely do that. And as we have our fall festival. Brothers, if you can, asking all brothers to give a donation to offset some of that cost, not only for the candy, but also for the food that we will be serving that night, and we ask for $25. Also today, as we prepare for our Thanksgiving giveaway, our Thanksgiving baskets, today is the day that each team will choose the items that they're going to be responsible for. If you have not, when you go out in the hallway there to my right, there should be a list of food items. If you have not picked that up, then you can, right after service, go back toward the restrooms, and on the wall, the ministers will be back there giving you direction, and you just go back there and choose an item off the wall, and you'll be responsible for those items. It tells you exactly how many items you need to pick up, and those items are not due until November 14th. The non-perishable items are not actually due until that Saturday when we give them out on November 17th. So if you choose a perishable item, it's not due until November 17th. And so again, I encourage you all to do the very best you can. If you choose an item that you see that you maybe have some trouble with in terms of purchasing or getting, please let the ministerial staff know. And that we can make sure that we cover all the amount of items that we need, because we want to definitely be a blessing to families. I believe perhaps in a couple of weeks we will have the request forms available at the beginning of November, and for you all to submit a request for families that will be in need of our baskets. And you know, we try our best to give people not only enough food for Thanksgiving, but we try to give them enough food for at least 2 weeks that will help a family out. Amen? Amen. Amen. All right, also, we're ordering new books for our afternoon book study that we do each Wednesday at 11:30. Sister Bogan, Deaconess Bogan, will be taking those names today. And if you would like one of those books, please see her, put your name down. It's a very good book. It is called Unshakable Hope, and the subtitle is Building Our Lives on the Promises of God. And even if you're not going to be a part of the book study, I encourage you just to get this book and allow it to be a part of your own personal library. So definitely see her. I think the books we're hoping they're going to run around about $14. Also, this month we are recognizing breast cancer awareness and domestic violence. Next Sunday, we will be in our some form of pink. I know some of us have some form of pink on today, and we're going to definitely recognize it on next Sunday. And the fourth Sunday, we will recognize Domestic Violence Sunday, and that will be purple. You should get ribbons on next Sunday with perhaps both those colors in it. And we definitely want to be a source of encouragement of those that have survived breast cancer, as well as promote taking care of ourselves and being as healthy as we possibly can. Also, for the women's ministry, Minister Johnson is wanting the ladies to save the date, December 8th. Will be the ladies' Christmas social, December 8th. And so to say that day, more details will be coming. As you leave also today, there is a number of some literature out there and handouts out there for some of those that are running for public office. We vote in our local elections on November 6th. And I have been to several meetings over the last month promoting, trying to get people to get out, to go and vote. And so these elections are very important, very important. And so I encourage you all to get some of the literature that is out there. I told you all, I believe on last week, I will never ever tell you how to vote and who to vote for. And first thing, I encourage you all to vote. Very important that we vote. Voting is a great privilege that many of our ancestors had to suffer for, was hurt and perhaps even killed for. And so we definitely want to exercise that right. And so I have been collecting different handouts. And as I said, I will not tell you how to vote, but most of those people out there is who I'm voting for. And so I checked some of them out. And definitely, you're welcome to take any there. But do the homework for yourself. Next week, I already have the questions that will be on the ballot also. I will be studying those out this week and next week, and then perhaps hand those out to you. And but I encourage you all to do some research for yourself. There's some very important judge positions that are coming up. And you want to know what judge to either keep in office or remove from office. And so if you see me promoting the judge, I'm not telling you how to vote, but that person may be out there. And definitely take those things. We and especially in this community, I'm laboring here, but when I went to our last CCSR meeting, we were all committed to spend some time on talking about voting, because the percentages of those that vote perhaps in our community sometimes, you would be surprised. Sometimes I think one of the last local elections, only 12% of those that were eligible to vote voted. And so that is thousands of votes. And so please take that time out and vote. Unfortunately, the deadline, if you have not registered to vote, that deadline has passed. But if you are registered, make sure that you take the time to get acquainted and familiar with those that are running for office as well as exercise your vote. I believe Ms. McDaniel told me that early voting starts the Friday before the 6th. And so you can go to the election board there and vote early. The 2nd, November 2nd. You don't want to have to deal with the lines and go to your regular precincts. You can go to the election board and vote on November 2nd. I think that I want to recognize, before I say a few personally, any visitors that we may have today. Any visitors. Amen. Good to see our good friend Brother Richard Threep there today. I grew up with Brother Richard. Good to see him and all of you all that are here. If there's no visitors, give yourselves a hand. Amen. We do have a thank you card from the Templeton family and the Braggs family who they had a funeral here on yesterday, and we're going to keep the Templeton family and the Braggs family in our prayers. But they did send a thank you card for allowing them to utilize the sanctuary on yesterday. Again, it's good to see you all. So good, as Minister said, so good to see Sister Vitella, who's been out for a few weeks, and God has blessed her, and she's moving around a little better, and God is good. And God has not only blessed her to be here, but as she has gone through her ordeal, her surgeries and things, and God saw her through all of that. And she can stand here and sit here and know that she's got the victory because God has watched over her. Also, good to see Miss Shantae back there. Amen. Shantae and the new baby back there. Amen. Her and Jazz at the new son, and we thank God for them. God has blessed them also. This time, I'm going to turn the hands. One more.
No usher meeting today.
No usher meeting.
Just pay your dues and collection.
All right. Deacon Rich, no usher meeting today. Anyone that has a general usher dues, make sure you turn that in to the offering, put that on your envelope. Amen. This time, the brothers are going to lead you in our giving.
Good morning, church.
I'm sorry about that, Vincent. One more. A lot of things going on. We did have a business card from Ms. Kim Crawford. Evan, this is the guest of Nathan and Deborah. Amen. God bless you. Thank God for her. Come on, give us some real love. Thank God for her visiting with us. We pray that we can be a blessing to you because you've already been a blessing to us just being in our presence. Amen.
First, giving honor to God, Jesus Christ, His holy and precious Son, pastors and ministers of the pulpit. It's time to give this morning. And we all know that the Lord loves a cheerful giver. And we should be thankful because God continues to bless us each and every day. No matter how big, no matter how small, God's grace and mercy continues to be with us. So let's continue to give back to God and for blessing us each and every day. These two outside trays for tithe and offering. Have our meals on wheels and our benevolent. At this time, we turn you into the hands of our